that I'm on time and nobody else is. For once, we literally nobody here, nobody's saying anything. There's four people apparently here. Nobody said anything. Where are the assholes at? I know I'm usually like a couple minutes late, but Megan's here. Okay, Megan's here. Man, what's going on? Is there some big event tonight that I'm missing that I didn't know about? That everybody's watching that instead? Sean McGill's here. Man, this is weird. Somebody left. There's only 3 people here now. I'll just do the show for 3 people. Oh, Beckham, BJ. Okay. People are starting to trickle in. I guess that should teach me to not be on time because I've trained people to expect me to be late apparently, and everybody's planning on showing up at 5:38. Oh, how's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Yeah, exactly. You're used to me being late. Yeah, I was on time. I maybe can start being on time now that I'm not nearly as busy. Amber's here too. Right on. People will trickle in. Like I said, I've been training everybody to not be to think that I'm not actually going to be here on time. So, oh, I'm going to start with a bevy because I've earned it. Have I? Yes. Let's go with yes. BJ got his custom grit, made 2 pens. Love that stuff. Yes. That is what I want to hear. More people need to start learning about that. Oh, that was probably loud. Sorry about smacking the table there and being all enthusiastic. Missed the live show last weekend. Was out in the garage doing some of your own turning. Missed the show to make stuff. Absolutely. You miss the show for whatever reason you want. Really. I mean, oh, Pinnell's back. And he's got a wrench. Oh, Bennett's here too. Oh, all right, I'm out. Yes, you can stick around if you want. There might be some kind of weirdo that I need you to take care of. See, this isn't my real last name. You shipped me some custom grit and I've been using it the last couple of weeks. It's amazing. Yes. Okay. I don't remember. Sean. Oh, yes. I remember a Sean that I shipped custom grit to. Did your first craft show market today? It was good, but hot. Yeah, they can get warm for sure. Did you at least have like a tent thing set up? Because I won't go to an outdoor market without bringing my tent like thing. Cannot get up from my couch. Dog is cuddled against your tummy. Oh, that's a nice place to be. That's a good place to be. I haven't seen you for a little bit. Fearsome? Where you been? Hanging out with your dog, I guess. I've just finished my first full week at my new job. It was awesome. It's gonna be awesome. I'm gonna love that place. I feel like they appreciate having me, which is a welcome change. I feel like they listen to my thoughts. I did get a new job. I had a new job lined up when I quit my old job, but it's only like a part-time. It's like a 20-hour week thing. So nope, not still a reporter. I am an art educator now. I am the programming. What am I? Hold on. I had to ask a couple of times because I'm like, what's my position? Outreach and education programs coordinator at the art gallery. I painted a rock today. Honeymoon phase? Yeah, maybe. but I'm going to enjoy it. Attempting a scratching post project tonight. What's everybody up to? What's Mike making? Mike is making a Flamey chestnut bowl-ish type thing. We're going to try to be relatively quick because I got to get back to the computer inside and keep editing guitar videos because I thought it was the end of July, I think. Somewhere in my head, I thought it was the end of July that I needed to have my final video into the contest. But it's the end of June. So I have 3 weeks to finish the guitar and edit a series of videos. So, yeah. They're going to roll out. You guys are going to enjoy them rolling out quick, though, I think. There's probably going to be maybe I'm going to target a Friday, Sunday release date. Hoping that I get the first day. Why did all my stuff go away? Okay. Whoa. Something bad happened. Stream died for you? Well, yeah, something did happen then. Are we back? Uh-oh. Okay, yeah, I think we're still, or again, going. So I'm targeting tomorrow as the release of the first video. Then next Friday, next Sunday, then Friday, Sunday, so that the last one can come out in time. But I also have to actually finish the guitar. The guitar is still hanging in the shop. It's now finished being finished. It's under about 7 coats of semi-gloss lacquer. Tomorrow, while I'm uploading the first video in the build, I'm going to be out here buffing it with custom grit and taking the tape off the fretboard and doing the final fret end dressing on the fret ends, obviously. And then I'm waiting for shielding paint to arrive in the mail before I can do the electronics. So then that's it. Then we string it up and see if it plays. It's not gonna play. Pretty sure. It's gonna look nice though. Oh, maybe it'll play. Maybe it'll play. Whether it plays or not, it was a worthwhile extravaganza. I am pleased with. I should not say I'm pleased with the result because it's not a result yet. Yeah. Happy I took it on. It was well worth taking on. Sometimes you gotta jump. Sometimes you gotta jump. I jumped at a guitar contest. I jumped out of my career. It's been a year of jumping so far. At minimum, it's wall art, exactly. And I did, Sean, I did enjoy the process. I enjoyed parts of the process. I don't enjoy metal. Frets are metal, and they are not fun. Metal is cold and hard. Warm is wood. Wood is warm and soft compared to metal. It's more malleable. And I don't expect that I'm going to enjoy wiring. I don't think I'm going to enjoy doing electronics. But it looks pretty. Should we spin? Let's spin. We'll get, it's just a little guy. I think we're just going to go one swoop, no whoopity whoops. Let's spin so I can get back to video editing, which is not my favorite part of the process either. But Spin it. All right. All right, so let's spin it. Oh, I haven't had you guys over here for a bit. You're not. Oh, geez. Just a little guy, 5 by 3. Well, let's get an actual measurement. Oh, gonna need that eventually. Yeah, just shy of 3 inches and just over 5. You've got plenty of time. It only takes like 30 minutes to make a guitar from start to finish, according to YouTubers. Yeah. They lie. See, that's the thing. Everybody makes it look real easy because they know what they're doing. I, however, do not know what I'm doing. We got a line of spalting of some kind going through here. That is not a crack. 450 for the little chestnut blank. And I got a few of them because I needed to replenish my selection of little stuff because I need to get a bunch of stuff done for markets and things. And I don't want to just have, when you're doing markets, you need a selection of pricing. I have found if everything is like top end $70, $80 and up, you're not going to make it. Well, you'll make some money because the people who appreciate it, right? But you need to have some 20, 30 things as well for those people. Oh, what did Marv say? You wish you can't get a blank like this for $4.50? It's just little. Blank would be 15 bucks. Oh, geez. $15 blank. Let's grab a $15 blank. Let's see what a $15 blank is here. $15. All right. $15 blank is this cherry that is 3 by 8 as an example of what I paid for blanks. Supply is pretty weak in Ottawa. Oh, that's unfortunate to hear because you guys got a lot of trees out in Ontario. I don't know where he's getting chestnut from though. We don't have chestnut trees. 15 bucks here in Alabama. The cherry would be 30. Enjoy my free blank. I got a free blank. Oh, Beckham bought me a free blank. Yeah. All right. I no idea if I'm sharp. Don't remember when I sharpened last. I need one of these. Let's see if we got that on there relatively straight. And it's just little, so we should be able to spin relatively quickly. Beckham covered it. Stop now and save yourself the trouble. No, because the idea is that I put in a little bit of time and then I sell it for more than I bought it for, Marv. I'm pretty sharp, I guess. Because that was pretty nice cut. Wow. Man, should I just leave that? Should that just be like a one cut outside bowl? Because that, I don't know that I'm going to get a better cut than that all night. That's my bowl. Because I'm not going to get a better cut than that all night. And just a nice, subtle little... Oh, that's rad. That is rad. Okay, bottom. Yes. This is going very well. This is going very well. Something bad is going to happen. Let's sand it. That's crazy. Love this. This is fun. Sometimes this is fun. I don't even need... Like, I'm going to start with, like, let's start with 220. And I don't even think I'm going to do I'm going to start with 220 on the bottom. No, there's a little bit. Hold on. Let's start with 150 on the bottom. Then I'm going to do 240 on the bottom. Then I'm going to do, I don't know. That outside was maybe my nicest cut ever. Yeah, loud noises. Up to 400. Let's hit it with some custom grit. Oh, yes. Step one. He's a professional. No. No, he's not. Hold on. I'm getting ahead of myself. I need to put something in the bottom for the truck to grab. Yeah, he's certainly a professional. That would have been great, hey? Dang, he remembered. Yeah. Get ahead of myself sometimes. But we're having fun. We're having fun. Did you guys seriously think I was gonna like completely forget that and like take it off and try to chuck it up? Like I would have noticed before I got it off the lathe, right? Maybe. Who knows? I was actually quite into it, so I may have just completely ignored that. Like finish the whole thing too. Well, for some reason, we're going all the way up to 400 in there, too. And a couple little... No, let's not do ridges. I don't want to do ridges. Misfits here. I might... Now I'm going to start being picky because everything's going all right. A little tear out in there. And why would I care? I wouldn't. normally. But because of how well that whole process went, for some reason I suddenly care. We're going to go through that whole thing again. But just quick. Because I like how fast this is going. I got stuff to do. All right. That is better, but still not perfect, but better is better. All right. Custom drip. Step one. Oh, everybody's still hanging in? Oh, there's more people here. What's going on? Everybody was late, but when they showed up, they showed up. Oop, wrong way. There we go. We're down at 550. You've seen this operation before. Let the grit break down. While it tries to rip the paper towel out of your hand. Oh yeah, hey, Beckham's onto something. Smash that like button. We got 9 thumbs up and 20 people watching. It's important for some reason. We think. I don't know. I don't know if anybody knows if it's important. Buff it in, buff it out. Oh, Jason Bass got new shop toys. What's the new shop toys? Love hearing about people getting new shop toys. Step 1 down. It's already ridiculous. Oh, I hope it never ceases to amaze me how good this stuff is. Laguna 1938 drum sander. Oh man, drum sander? That'd be nice. I wish the drum sander wasn't like... Why are drum sanders so expensive? I don't understand. It's not that complicated a machine. But for some reason, drum sanders are stupid expensive. Would you pay, Jason, if you don't mind? I'd love to have a drum sander. Yeah, I would love to have a drum sander, except A, they're really expensive, and B, I don't really have room to add another, like, standalone tool. Yeah, did I see and something? And Laguna Seaflux Dust Vac. Nice. That I am probably, when I go to a serious dust collection system, I probably will also be going with the Laguna series, Except I'll probably go with the P-Flux. Laguna site shows that sander at $17.99. Are you looking at c.ca or .com? But yeah, $17.99 for a sander. Like, that's... $1,800 US for 1938 and $1,300 for the dust collector. Yeah, I was looking at the P-Flux 1. I don't know how their numbers work. It's the one that can go on 110. Basically, the lowest level P-Flux is the one that I was looking at. Doesn't matter, it's still expensive. Yeah. Wow, that looks amazing. Mike, tell us about the finish and where you can buy it. Well, since you asked, this magical finish is called Custom Grit. It's produced by a scientist in Australia. Well, he dodges spiders that are attacking him and collects the wax from bees that are also trying to kill him, because everything in Australia tries to kill you. And then he takes these magical things and has created this finish that just so happens to be available on my Etsy store, which you can find a link for down in the description for North America. If you're not in North America, I recommend that you purchase it directly from him. Him is in the chat room. Man, it's pouring rain here. Is it coming down at your place too? I don't know. It was doing weird things earlier where it was raining in sheets and then immediately not raining at all. That is sick. It's ridiculous. That is ridiculous. Okay, I'm gonna have a sit. We're done the outside. 34 minutes into the show. We'll have a quick sit. We'll flip it around. Laguna had price increase. I think everybody just had a price increase from what I heard. The price increase and things are not available. So that's handy. I think part of the reason for the price increase is because they need to step back demand so that they can get caught up. Oh, I'm a little sweaty. Not too bad. It's not that hot today. It's a little muggy. But let's see what I missed in the... Keep applicator rags in a Ziploc labeled step 1 and 2 for reuse. That's smart. Just use custom grit on your cane project. Nice. Delta X5 18-inch drum sander for $250. Oh, yeah, right place, right time is correct. My man, that is a good... that's a steal. What species of wood am I turning tonight? It is chestnut, according to what it said on it. Cuts like chestnut. I'm going to believe it. It's chestnut. It's got some flaminess in it. It's got a ring of spalting running right through it that I think is going to be interesting when we get to the inside. That stuff goes a long way. Yeah, the custom grit, you're right. I've turned... everything I've finished on the lathe for the last, like, 4 months has been with custom grit. And I'll show you. Where's my lid? I want my lid. Everything I have finished on the lathe for the last 4 months has been with custom grit. And I'm that far down in the tin. So, yes, it's expensive, but the results speak for themselves, and maybe one every 2 years. Like, I mean, use more of it for sure than you need to. I should start telling people that you really got to gloop it on. Like, you really need to get a nice big helping of it on the. When I got your Purple Heart pen, it was super smooth. Yep. I will never finish another pen with anything else. Bought a pair of 3-inch green Rock brand clamps the other day. I've got a ton of Rock brand clamps. Yeah, they're cheap, but they're clamps. I mean, they tighten down the same as any other clamp. Longevity, I think, and robustness of the product is in question, but price is right on those things, man. That's what almost all of my pipe clamp hardware is, Rock. All of my F clamps are Rock. Yeah. The repeat was genius in selling more shampoo. Yep. Sure need to use a lot of this custom grit to get the proper result. Yeah. That's funny. And you should probably do a couple extra coats as well, just to. The pen and bowl finish was impressive. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, this stuff, I'm not lying. It's hard to explain. Like, what I should do, it's not going to help any, because you can't feel things through YouTube. But I was thinking, I've got old bowls that I did with Howard's. I've got new bowls that I did with this. And like, if I put them both out side by side on the table, you would see the difference. And then as soon as you picked up one or the other, you'd be like, oh. Yeah, it's good stuff. It's good stuff. I'm glad he created it. I'm glad he reached out to me to try it. Let's talk clamps. What do we all use? Nice. Let us talk clamps. Jason Bass is a wealthy individual, apparently, because he uses Bessie. No, they're good clamps. I probably will slowly start building up a fleet of Bessie clamps as well. Doesn't really feel like wood. Yeah, a little bit. It's almost like too smooth, if that's a thing. But all our bowls were nice, but you can tell that they're. Oh, right. Megan does have bowls from previous to custom grit and then post custom grit, so she can explain. She knows the difference. Looks at his Howard's bowl sadly. He got but it's got nostalgia built into that one. That was the Finger brand show. I'm not rich, so I don't have any Bessie clamps. Bora is apparently a relatively good clamp brand as well. I've heard that Jet makes a good parallel clamp. I don't have any nice clamps. I have Rock and Mastercraft clamps. They eventually, when I start investing in parallel jaw clamps, I'll buy the $90 a piece bar clamps, and I'll buy them one at a time over 2 years, like once a month. But yeah. Or Bessie will send me an email suddenly and be like, hey, we like what you're doing there on the show. Do you want to try some clamps? And I'll be like, sure, I guess, if you want to send me some clamps, whoever you are. Get Princess Auto clamps. Yeah. And Quick Clamps are Canadian Tire. Yes. My all my squidgy, what do you call those things? Like spreader clamp. I don't know what you call them. Those are all Mastercraft, like Canadian Tire clamps. My little like spring clamp ones are like dollar store. Most of them. I did buy these ones. These ones are all Mastercraft up here, but I've got a fleet of orange handled ones that I got at the dollar store. It's fine. They got a spring in them. They're fine. Oh, Waldrop's back. What up, my man? How was your I almost said cross Canada. How was your cross country tour there, man? Got almost 300 clamps, 40, 25, yeah. All Harbor Freight is the American equivalent of Canadian Tire / Princess Auto. And yeah, clamps are clamps as far as I'm concerned. But like I said, I will get some good ones eventually, because I don't know about crappy like F or parallel jaw clamps. I think I would want to have the quality ones, but I get by with pipe clamps and F clamps and squidgy clamps. Like, I don't think my clamping game is suffering really, except I did have to borrow a few extra ones. I don't have enough clamps, but the clamp options I have are fine. I went out to San Juan Islands on a friend's boat. Couldn't get into Canada. Well, yeah, no, you can't get into Canada right now, Paul. Love pipe clamps. Pipe clamps are just fine. They do exactly what you need them to do. I don't see enough people using pipe clamps. They're cheap, and they do exactly what you need them to do. Don't think there's an American version of Canadian Tire. Tires, automotive repair, hardware store, toys, clothing for, yeah, maybe not. I guess Harbor Freight sounds, I've never been to a Harbor Freight, but it does sound more like Princess Auto. Oh, let's see the guitar, because he came late. He wants to see the guitar. The guitar is still hanging. It doesn't look any different than it did last week, but it has an additional like 6 coats of lacquer on it, and the back plates are back on it. Tomorrow I'm going to take it down and I'm going to buff it with custom grit. Take the tape off the fretboard, finish up the frets, and continue to wait on my shielding paint. And then I can do the electronics and finish it up. Princess Auto has more stuff. I've been in one Princess Auto once, and it was not that long ago, and I was surprised at the amount of stuff in a Princess Auto. Actually, you're right. Walmart might be the American equivalent of Canadian Tire, because American Walmarts are more like our Canadian Tire. Our Walmarts are different than their Walmarts. Plus guns. Canadian Tire has guns. Yeah, so I guess. Let's flip this thing around. Scoop the inside out. Oh. Put you guys back over here so I can get at the inside. Ooh, back up. All right, here we go. God, it like wants to slip out of your hands when you're trying. All right. Before anybody new asks what kind of truck this is, this is a one-way Talon. I do get the question a fair bit, so I figured I'd just head it off. Got to turn on a Laguna during the week. Was demonstrating the skew for a big company. Mr. Fancy Pants doing demos for big companies. Oh, I'm back. Had to put the kid to bed. Life comes first, man. Life comes first. That's not a very deep recess, but this bowl is not enormous. And Canadian Tire does have its own currency. That's true. I think I've got like $70 in Canadian Tire money saved up. I don't know what I'm saving it for. But they keep asking me if I want to use it. Well, I'm buying stuff and I say, nope, I'm saving it for some reason. What kind of truck is this, Mike? This is shut your mouth truck is what this is. This is a Traxxas Trix 4. I bought my first chainsaw this week. Nice. You can harvest wood now. I've never operated a chainsaw. I will openly admit to my friends on the internet that I'm a little bit frightened of chainsaws. The concept of a chainsaw is a little bit frightening to me. But I'm not super comfortable with circular saws either. So chainsaw is like another step in the frightening direction. All right, let us, we could do this quicker if I toss the tailstock up here and put a big Forstner bit and got rid of a bunch of that. Let's do that. It's not going to take me that long. It's a little bowl. Just do it. Just get the damn wood out of there. All right. What can go wrong with a depth hole? Yeah. Also, this shouldn't take that long. It is relatively deep for how big the diameter is, but we're going pretty good. It's cutting well. There we go. We're out to the rim or so. Get a depth check. It's a little humid. Maybe it did start raining. I'm like feeling a little extra muggy. Now I want a chainsaw. Yeah. Man, that's awesome. The man says the chainsaw scares him, but I watched an old video of him using a screwdriver and a chisel for lathe tools. Yeah, I did. So we're looking at going down quite a ways today. This can go pretty deep. To 2.5 at least. Let's mark it at 2.5. We are at 1 3/8 already. We'll just keep digging. Keep digging. $14.90. Can't seem to get a good handle on where I want my tool rest. That's a pretty good spot. Okay, found a good spot for my tool rest. Everybody happy now? Oh, hold on. What's the 0.0087 of a football field? Okay. Let's see where we're at. Feels like we're getting pretty deep, but we've got pretty deep to go. So where's my... What? Really? Fennel? I lost my ruler. Did I drop it? What? Oh, it's over here. I got it. I got it. Whoa. We got deep suddenly. We're going at 2.5. And we are at 2 1/8. 2 yeah. We're over 2 inches deep all of a sudden. I was scrolling back to find it. I have to put things in the same place all the time because when it's not where I normally put it, it might as well be gone. All right, we're about 2 1/8 deep, so we can start thinking about getting the sides here. You need an old man shirt with pockets. And some Werther's originals. Werther's are, I don't care what anybody says, Werther's are great. Don't make fun of Werther's. Things are cutting well. Chestnut is a nice wood to cut. I, for some reason, am relatively sharp today. I don't know why. We are almost as deep as we would care to go. I mean, I could get a little greedy. But let's just see how things go. We'll move over to the Easy Wood Tool #1 hollower for those who are going to ask. There's my spot. Did I see that we're at 4 mics? Are we at 404? 1/4 inch wall thickness. 1/4 at the top. Gets a little thick. Well, we'll see. I mean, right now we're at probably 3/8 average. Yeah, mic check. Oh, we got Stanifer. We got Patches, we got Bennett, we got me. Is that 4? That's 4. Sometimes there's other mics. Is there another mic that sometimes pops in? There we go. Let's crank it right up. 1782. Which is apparently the top speed of the middle gear on the 1216. I really like this. If anybody wants to know my opinion on this, it gets a thumbs up. Buy it. If you're on the fence about the Easy Wood Tools hollowing, don't be on the fence anymore. Remember, the sides curve in. Yes, they do. I would have remembered that. This is okay. I have to stop at yeah. I have to stop getting to the bottom. Let's just focus on the sides. Let's see We are consistent. We can clean up that bottom corner, and then we're rocking. Uh-oh. It got a little grabby. All right, okay. I still got some thickness to play with on the bottom corner there, so I am leaning a fair ways over the tool rest once I'm all the way down in that corner. So that might have been the one. Hold on, loud noises. We are consistent. We have a nice corner. We're not exactly flat. But I cannot can't get my square that far out over with it. I need to make a new tool handle for my square tip carbide deal. That's what I need. Try to get flat with a little rounded end carbide thing is not going to work. Maybe back to the bowl gouge. This is where it could all go horribly, horribly wrong. Is that Subaru again, Mike? Loud noises. Oh, we are close. That is much closer to flat. A couple little ridges in there. Make sure you move the tool rest while the lathe is still spinning. Yes, it's a pro tip. I still haven't done the rim of this thing yet, so let's... There we go. Couple more nice little light ones just to finish the flattening on the bottom, and we are done ski. Maybe just one. Maybe just one. just one. Loud noises. That's right. Loud noises. I forgot it that time. Sorry. For fuck's sakes. We're fine. We haven't blown through. So the fact that I just did that is not, it's not the worst thing. Time for a break? Yeah. Yes, it is. Thank you. Ah. It's not the worst case scenario. We got a little bit of an extra. We just have to go back to the flattening again because I just unflattened it. Just unflattened it. It was really close to being flat, and now it's not really close to being flat. Could I mount the carbide on a longer piece of key stock? Yeah, could. But I think it's the handle length is actually more important for that leverage action problem. Give it a curved bottom. I could do that, but now I can't. I could have done that, but I don't think I can at this point because I don't have any more depth. So I can't like round sweep in anymore. It's fine. It's not like I just hogged out a sudden 1/8 of an inch or anything. Like, I just have to go about another 1/16 deep and reflatten. I have a curved bowl rest or tool rest. I need to knock the corner of it off so that it can get inside for situations like this. I haven't made a funnel yet. Oh yeah, I have. Got a couple up there. I haven't made a funnel yet tonight. No, Marvin, there was not a bad word. I'm sure that I did not. I totally did. Resin fixes funnels. Yeah, that's maybe I could. A couple of these might be nice to actually see if I could fix. PSI makes tool rests like that, and I want them. Yeah, I've got a one-way, but it's flat-ended, and it needs to be angled so that it physics of a round thing and the thing going in it. So I got to get that chopped. I don't have the tooling to chop like 3/8 inch steel on a line. Certainly not doing it with a hacksaw. Oh, it's all right. We're close. We're close. We're getting closer. And we're having fun. And it's Saturday night. I had a video that came out yesterday for the first time, like an edited together video that came out for the first time in like a month yesterday. Rewound it. I heard fork's sake. That's exactly what I said. I said fork's sake. Because those damn forks, you know. bench grind it off with the old wheel. I think you told me that, and I was like, well, that's genius. And then I completely forgot. Put the old wheel on the bench grinder and just hog it off with the bench grinder. Yes. Yes. Oh. And episode 1 of guitar build, hopefully coming out tomorrow. It's been a long time coming. How long have I been working on this guitar? Since February 1st. But I did other things, like I didn't just do the guitar over the last 5 months. And then I have another couple of videos after the guitar build already filmed. So that's cool. I'm in a good place in terms of like footage to put together to make videos. And now that I only work part-time, I can use some of those extra hours to get caught up on my video editing. Which will be nice, because I've got a ton of it to do. I probably have enough. I could probably do a weekly video every week for the next like 3 months. But instead, I'm going to do 2 videos a week for the next 3 weeks, and then start. Let's get this bowl finished. I just want to get this bowl done. And I just nailed myself in the leg with something. And it's heavy and big and heavy. And I don't even know what kind of wood it is, but it's hard and heavy. And it fell over and hit me in the leg. There we go. Let us flatten the bottom of this thing again. How much room do I have? I've got 0 room. Okay, but thankfully I put the tape on a little conservatively. So I do actually have a little. I've got at least a 1/16. Nice and easy. Nice and fast and nice and easy. Part of the problem is that like my posture is like I'm gonna get down like this and look in, and that's not great. I'm having fun. I'm having fun. Got a bowl scraper? No, I certainly do not. That is usually the function of this guy. What just happened? I got another catch. But it's in the corner. So back to this guy. I think I'm actually, those last couple of cuts sweeping across the bottom actually did a good job of flattening that. So now I can just get rid of that new ridge that I've made in the inside corner with the loud noises. We're good. We're good. Loud noises. Okay. Okay. We're fine. We're fine. We're done. That was the one. I'm sure of it. Loud noise. That's a job for sandpaper. Does this piece of wood seem to catch more than most? Yes, but it's not the wood. It's the depth and the narrowness. It's just the geometry of it. I'm not good at turning, and so deep, not wide things mess me up, and it catches different parts. So when I'm coming in, depending on where I'm at in this situation, when it comes around, if I'm too open and it catches this wing, it wants to grab it and take it this way, and it'll grab it and take it this way and take a big chunk. And so that's what happened when I was coming across the bottom. I was too open and it caught the back wing, and yeah. At least that's my assessment of what happened. Somebody else might have a different assessment of what happened there, but I am going to start with a lower grit sandpaper on the inside of this, and we're just going to smooth it out through sanding. That's what's going to happen. Yes, it is. Okay. All right. Loud noises. And fingers are going in deep, and I don't like this. Can you imagine, like I just did in my head, can you imagine that the heavy duty sanding paper, the low grit sanding that I need to do now, was enough to go through the bottom of this thing because of how close I got to that recess? Could you imagine? Like I just did in my head while I was in there with a drill? Getting close. There There it is. That, yeah, okay. It worked. It worked. What should we, I'm not custom gritting the inside. I'm 600 grit sandpapering some liquid wax in there. That's what I'm doing. Woo! There we go. We are an hour and a half in. Yeah, we're an hour and a half into the short, quick show tonight. That's right. Megan and Chili both voted for the short walnut show. I appreciate that. But a vote is a vote. Keep it fair. It was 14-11 between Facebook and Patreon. Patreons get 5 votes each. And there were 2 chestnuts to 1 walnut over there. So chestnut was 5 up before Facebook even got counted. And walnut won on Facebook, but not by enough. How long do I let 5-minute epoxy cure? As long as I can. Patreon? I do have a Patreon, Chris. It's patreon.com/woodenthingsandstuff. All kinds of levels of support over there. Not a trick question. Yeah, I know. I don't let 5-minute epoxy cure for 5 minutes. It's stupid. It'll never, no. I'm pretty sure that the 5-minute part of the 5-minute epoxy name is like how long you have to work with it. You still gotta let it set for a bit. I don't think I would work with it in under an hour depending on what I'm doing. Like if I'm putting it under stress, a couple hours. Maybe 1. It depends how much stress, you know? Like, if I was gluing a mortise and tenon joint together with 5-minute epoxy, I would, I'd probably leave it overnight, the same as I would with any other epoxy. If I was using it with some sawdust to fill a hole in a turning, maybe an hour, maybe 2. There we go. We'll just work in some liquid wax, nice and easy, with some 600 grit, sort of meshy style sandpaper. We'll get all gooped up, but and then we'll hit it with the regular wax at speed. Well, at 550, because I'm not changing gears at this point. Nice quick hit with the wax. Buff it in, buff it out. Okay, that's it. Oh, put all the stuff away. It got a little tense, but in the end, it's kind of nice. Wish I had a promo code to make Starbond a bit cheaper. Yeah, geez. I don't know where you could get one of those. Oh, hold on. I just remembered. I have a promo code for Starbond to make it a bit cheaper. Down in the description. Let's get it off and we will have a look. It was a bit more of an ordeal than I expected it to be. But in the end, it's a nice, subtle little curve on the outside. Clean little recess on the bottom. And goes all the way down. There's not much room for error down at the bottom there. I've got a little bit of thickness in there on the bottom, but that's pretty much the most bowl I could get out of that piece of wood, I think. What did we start with? 5 inches? I'm gonna guess that we ended up at more than 4 3/4 inches of that. Where's my damn tape measure? Oh, I brought it over there, didn't I? Yeah. We started at 5. We ended, okay, that's ridiculous. So we started at barely, like maybe a 1/16 over 5 inches. We ended, this is hard to do backwards, like a 32nd under 5 inches. We went to 2.5 inches deep on the inside, 2 3/4 inches deep on the outside. So I got a 1/4 inch of bottom there, minus the recess that's 1/8. So I still had 1/8 of an inch to go. I could have gone another almost 1/8 of an inch before going through. It's a good bowl. It's a good one. I min-maxed this bowl, that's true. I got as much bowl as I could have out of that blank, I think. And what would this be for? You know what, this would be perfect for, like one giant scoop of ice cream. It still blocks the light. It's true. You can't see through it. So it's not that thin. Oh, what did I miss? I missed a Paul comment. I almost let my dog eat out of that bowl. This bowl's too good for your dog, Paul. It was good. That was a good, another adventure. Man, did not expect tonight to be an adventure. And here we are, an hour 41. Oh, we have to talk about something. I got nailed with copyright infringement last week for playing Fiddler's Green on my live show poorly. What? Like, apparently I strung together enough correct words for the algorithm to pick up the fact that this is somebody else's song. And I got a copyright strike. I did nail the lyrics. Oh yeah, oh, big time. And like I said, I think I got enough of them right, so that, and it didn't even sound like, that sounds nothing like the same song. Like, it's nowhere close to the same song. So I've disputed the copyright challenge or whatever it is. And I'm waiting on the results of that. But if that's a thing that happens when I play cover songs and stuff, it's not copyright if you're singing and playing it. It can be. That's the thing. Is not necessarily covered under fair use unless you make significant enough changes to the song. So I am of the opinion that I made significant enough changes to the song that it shouldn't be covered by copyright. But if this is a situation that's going to happen, I might not play guitar on the show, because this is a huge hassle to have to go through that rigmarole. So, update. That's the update, is that I may or may not be playing music on the show anymore. Well, I decide, well, if all I have to do is dispute it and it just goes away because they acknowledge that, yes, it's fine, then it's not that big a deal. But it's still kind of a hassle to have to go through that all the time. I did lose dozens of cents in ad revenue, Chris. That's not funny. Good job. F-bombs after each line of lyrics, just to break them up so that the bot can't pick up on it. It is what it is, but it bothered me a little bit that I was like, maybe if I'd gotten the song right, or like, if I was trying to sound like them and play like an accurate reproduction, yeah, okay, I understand. But like, that was my own version of that song. Like, did not sound anything like the way that they play that song. Bothered me a little bit more than it should, probably. In any case, while that gets ironed out, I'm not going to play on the channel until I find out if that's an issue. Because if it comes back and they say, no, that's copyrighted infringement nonsense, I'm just not going to play, because that's garbage. I'll play my songs. I'll only play originals. And you guys will be like, wow, I like old Mike better. Oh, okay. So that's an hour 46. That's my super short show to get back to my video editing. And we've got ourselves a Flamey chestnut. That spalt line, I don't know if you guys can see it in the middle, is kind of interesting. I wish it was more pronounced or not there at all. It's better on the outside, I think. But it bothers me that it's subtle. I want it to be like either super black, inky spalting or not there. It's better on the outside. It's okay. It's fine. Oh, I need a shower before video editing? Why? I'm not trying to impress anybody while I'm video editing. We're watching Mike almost kill himself weekly, and he's not making a dime off of us. I made money off you, didn't I? Didn't you? Yeah. Oh, well, first of all, I made money and guitar parts off of you. And I make money off you over... Okay, I shouldn't disclose who my patrons are. I'm sorry. That didn't happen. Next week, I can only use a screwdriver and bench chisels to turn. Can you imagine? It's like, oh, go do a live on Thursday and be like, Throwback Thursday. We're going to turn the bowl with bench chisels and a screwdriver. As Throwback Thursday. Hell, we'll pull out the crappy old Mastercraft benchtop lathe too, and pawn a hand plane for a bottom feeder gouge and a negative rake scraper. Probably be a couple of hand planes, but yeah. That I do want the negative rake. You can get a negative rake tip for that Easy Wood thing. They just didn't have any at Lee Valley when I bought it, and they haven't been in stock since, and I don't know where else to get them. Nobody else I know carries Easy Wood tools in Canada. So if you know where I can get Easy Wood tools negative rake scraping dealies that fit on the #1 hollower, send me an email with a link or a Facebook message or something. Oh, couldn't find them on Amazon. But I have to use Amazon.ca, because if I use Amazon.com, then it either automatically redirects me to Amazon.ca, or it's like, your stuff's going to be way more expensive. Like a box comes up and goes like, you're going to really overpay for this. You know that, right? I think KMS Tools in Victoria carries Easy Wood tools. That would be good to know. Is their shipping ridiculous? See, Pinnell said KMS too. I never remember KMS. KMS just, for some reason, does not come to mind when I think of tool stores. I don't know what it is. But yeah, maybe I should check KMS. Okay, that's an idea. Thank you. High-speed steel negative rake scraper that can be sharpened on your CBN wheel. Yeah, I could just buy a negative rake scraper. They have 2 in stock in Victoria. That's awesome. I've got people looking it up for me. Okay, so I'm going to order probably both of those that they have in stock in Victoria. Do they ship? They ship, right? And I think I'm going to order a scraper from Lee Valley. Like a full-on tool scraper. Then I'll make it a negative rake. And that garbage maybe won't happen anymore. And I'll get my curved tool rest thing chopped. All of these things put together should help. I want an assistant as fast and efficient as Chris Pinnell. Yeah, that's why I pay him the big bucks. He gets 50% of the revenue from all of my videos that get copyright striked. That's how I pay him. Lee Valley has Easy Wood negative rake cutters in stock. Perfect. So I'll order a scraper and those and get free shipping, because Lee Valley and we'll be good. All right. That is going to do it for this one. I appreciate everybody coming by for the short show. Gotta at least call it a win. At least it was a win. It wasn't the show that I wanted it to be. It wasn't the show I expected. It was the show I deserved. And it's a win. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. I didn't get a Lily hypothetical this week. She failed us. And I haven't seen her watching, so we just didn't get one. Didn't think they made one for that. Yeah, they make one for that. You got me questioning it now, though. No, I'm pretty sure. I looked it up because I was actually planning on buying that tool and a negative rake head when I was in Victoria at Lee Valley, and it was out of stock. So, all right. Bye for now. Tomorrow I'm pulling down the guitar. I'm buffing it with custom grit, and I'm putting the tuners in, and then I'm just waiting for shielding paint. Then I have to learn how to solder. I said my thing already, so I'm turning it off.